Hi, I'm Marysol. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm planning for March 24th through the 30th, and I had pre-planned, kind of had an idea what I wanted to do this week, and then I forgot that the Snow White movie was coming out. Isabella saw it on the TV and she wants to go and see it. So we're gonna go this weekend, and that's I kind of decided to change up what I had originally planned to decorate my spread. So we're using the new Happy Planner Princess book. I believe this came out, I say new, but it's kind of the newest one, at least that I remember it came out. I wanna say before I moved, or maybe after I moved, because it was probably during the fall release, but it's really cute, and like I said, I thought I'd do it. I use this book since I haven't used it, and we're gonna go see the movie this Saturday. So at first I thought I would use the outlined dwarves, but then from there also they're still called the seven dwarves, right? I feel like I need to be a little bit better with the language that I use. If it's not, please let me know. I guess I'll find out when I go see the movie on Saturday. But originally, I thought I just put them like scattered on my paper. And then I thought, well, why don't I just put them straight in the middle? And I had already picked out my pens, which I'm using the Le Pen Fine pens that they had. Like the variety of color actually matched really good with the colors of the book. So I unintentionally, I guess, did kind of like a rainbow spread, and you'll see it as I start putting the dwarves on the page. They had a color coordinating thing going on each sticker sheet that they were on, and so I just matched the Le Pen fine pens to it, and then I just added the boxes that coordinated. So right here, when I put them on, I didn't want them to feel so alone. So then I went back and got those florals washi tape, but that was a big mistake because once I put it on and try to lift it to put the uh, characters in the back, the page started to rip, and I didn't want to take out my undo. Although I do take it out and you'll see it. So I should have just undone everything and put the characters in the back. Still, I think the spread turned out really cute. And because I did kind of like this rainbow theme and coordinating, it was a really easy spread to do. I think I spent more time flipping through the sticker book than I actually did planning, which is new for me because that usually never happens. So here I am. I'm going to start putting the characters on my pages. I also missed Happy for like Yellow, Wednesday, and I had to go back. That's when I use the undo to remove them all and then place them again on the page in the correct day. So I start with Grumpy and then I move on with Sneezy. This is where Happy should have came on, but I have Bashful, and that's who I put on Wednesday. And the if you see the hats kind of coordinate, I think the only hat that didn't coordinate on here is Doc's. Doc's little outfit doesn't coordinate with that dark blue, but it really didn't matter because everything else really it turned out really cute. At least that is my opinion. Now I was gonna go and grab some other sticker books to put in the boxes because I don't really like those like curved boxes on the bottom. But at this point, I just wanted to get the spread done. And so I decided to mix up the boxes to stay in the same color palette. It's really hard when, because you do, I mean, we did get a variety of boxes in this sticker book. They just like, if I was using like the full box, right? I didn't have 7 full boxes of all the colors. So that's when I decided to get creative and use those half circle boxes or like round boxes on the bottom. And Doopy, for some reason, is a little bit bigger than the rest of them. I'm not sure why. I thought he was the smallest one, but for this sticker book, he seems to be bigger than the rest. So I had to finagle with him a little bit until I got him in a place that he kind of looked cute. I do cut off half of his hand off, so it is what it is. And so here I am. I'm going to start with the lines and I'm going to use the different colors for each day. I also, um, I think when I started doing this, I really didn't have kind of an idea of how I was going to do it. But then I remember it had the sticker book has some headers that coordinate and had all of them except for that light blue or kind of like, I would have, yeah, that light blue. So it had, it does have a light blue, but it didn't have the white writing. It had the dark blue writing. I do add that one to the page and it actually looks really nice. So it didn't bother me at all. So for the spread, I decided to use the headers, bullet points, and full boxes to go. And maybe I should have alternated the boxes, but at the time, I thought that the full boxes would look better, and that's what I did. I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with the header, and I'm really sorry. I tend to pull the spread pages closer to me when I'm planning. I really try to get out of the habit of doing that because I mean, I've been filming for some years now, but when I started, I only planned for myself. So it's a habit really hard to break. So I apologize, but every time that I feel that I'm pulling it towards me, I remember and put it back. So you guys can see it. And here, I'm just getting the sidebar done. And I really wanted to use that Snow White that's kind of sitting. I'm not going to complain anymore about the Happy Planner quality of paper. If you've seen my previous videos, you already know how I feel and what I think about it. So every time or every sticker that I lift up, I was just ripping my pages. So at this point, I really wanted to tuck that box underneath her so it just mimics like she's sitting on that box looking at the seven dwarves, but that didn't happen and it's fine. I mean, I think it still looks cute. She just looks like she's in the air. At some point, I must have hit my camera and kind of moved it. You'll see later on that I sent her it back, and I'm sorry about that. I think I was charging it while I was filming, and I pulled the cord as I was getting the Le Pen markers to use on the page. So with the Happy Planner checklist, and when you're using color pens, you have to be really careful to not transfer that color pen on when you're using other colors, right? So I was cleaning in between and yeah, cleaning in between the use so I didn't get the marker on to or colors wouldn't mix when I was using it on the page. Now, I do have to say that light blue, I do change it. It did not, after putting on the boxes and the header, it was brighter than the actual blue, that light blue that's in the book. So I do change that up, but I do it off camera. And I didn't think about this before I like finished the video, but I think later on as I start writing in my spread, I'm just going to use the La Pen fine pens to write their names on the side of it. I think that would be really cute and bring it all together. But at the time, I didn't think about it. It's just now that the idea pops in my head. So here I'm using some more undo because not that I want it to look symmetrical, but I do want it to look balanced. And I had the ones on that right page, the boxes were really down in the box. And then the ones on the left page were really high, close to the line. So I went back in and tried to alternate it so it didn't look weird. Now, here I am just grabbing the boxes. I know where my lines are gonna go, so I am just grabbing the boxes while that undo dries up a little on Wednesday because I really soaked that page. So here I am adding the bullet points. I'm just gonna add one in case, I have something that extra on that day. I don't know. Honestly, I really don't know what I have going on besides getting ready to start some spring cleaning and getting ready because the girls are on spring break next week. And so I want to get a little bit of that done before we go to my mother in law's house for a quick weekend getaway. So I don't know if you can tell from here, but the lines are a little bit brighter than that blue. And on the picture, you'll get to, I mean, well, if you're on Instagram, you'll get to see it because I had already filmed this video, and I didn't realize it until I sat down to look at it. And I was like, oh, this is too bright. I don't like how it looks. So I went back and grabbed uh, a pen that actually matched better with it, and I went over it. Thank God. It doesn't look too bad. So when I do the pictures, you'll see it doesn't look too bad if you see it on Instagram. Now I'm just gonna finish up here with my lines. And at this point, I mean, I do have to say, I think it turned out really cute and there was a lot going on the page. I did want to add the florals, so I decided to go around with the florals and kind of frame the page. And you'll get to see that in a little bit. But I do go ahead and cover it is on clear. So the florals are on clear paper, but I do cover up a little bit of the dates and the day headers, the weeks of the days. And I mean, honestly, it really doesn't bother me because I know what day of the week it is. I know that this planner starts right on a Monday, so I just go around and just add those florals. And I think like the end result, I think turned out really cute. I think those florals brought it all together. It's a really busy spread because I took, right, a lot of that middle space and I add lines to every day. But I think in the end, as busy and stickery as it is, I think is one of the cutest spreads I've made. Uh, at least this year. And if I've ever used a Disney, I mean, I have used Disney before, but I'm trying to think if there's another spread that I've liked as much as this one. And I might have to check. I think the only other one that I really enjoyed besides this one that I think was like really cute was the Pocahontas one I did a few years back, and because I use the map washi tape and leaves, and yeah, so it was really cute. At least I thought it was really cute. So yeah, I think between that one and this one, those might be my favorite Disney spreads that I've made. Well, I should say like princess Disney spreads that I made, because I've made other Disney spreads with Mickey and Minnie, and the one that's my favorite one of the Mickey and Minnie one was the one, it was Pride Month, and I think it was Pride Day. And that week, I used the Minnie and the Mickey like holding the Pride flag. And boy, that one, I think that video is on here on YouTube. That was a labor of love. And then I lettered over it, and I did a two-tone lettering between black and white because the flag wasn't like it had colors. I filled it up with a bunch of Happy Planner stickers. Oh, yeah, so it was a lot of work to kind of fill up all those spaces, but it was, I mean, it's one of the spreads that I've enjoyed the most. So, yeah, that one was one of my favorite. And then the second one was, I think, the change between summer and autumn, and I used Mickey and Minnie as well. And I think that one turned out cute. Oh, hold up. No, there is another one. And I don't know if this one is on YouTube. It is on Instagram. I use the Blackout Minnie and Blackout Mickey to do a Halloween spread, and that one turned out really cute too. But princess wise, I think this one and the Pocahontas one are definitely my favorite. So back to the spread, as you can see, I'm just still going around adding the florals around it. I want to say again, the flipping through the book was more, took a lot more time than this. I think this spread took about 40 minutes to make with the interruptions, because I have kiddos and they are always around. Um, but other than that, once I set the characters in the middle, the rest, and then the sidebar. I think the sidebar took a little bit of time to figure out what I wanted to do. But after that, I want to say everything else was a lot easier to do. So now I am going to punch these out. I don't think I add any more florals to it. So I will punch out any holes that have any like stickers, put them on my discs so you get to see how they look on my discs. And I've said it before, I'm not sure what's going to happen next year, but the clear discs on the planner are really my favorite. I've not had to change my spreads when I take pictures in them and put them in other like planners so it coordinates better. These discs definitely are my jam. And so I'm just hoping that next year there is an option for me to buy a big with either clear or these kind of white opaque uh, discs. Anyway, this is my spread. I hope you all like it. I just want to take the time to say thank you to everyone who has subscribed, for those who continue to come back and support my channel. Thank you so much. If you want to see more of my content, please check me out on Instagram. Give this video a like, comment, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.